Uh, Now you're muted. Try to say something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay, good.
And it looks like your camera is it doesn't show anything, but it looks like
All right.
it's
I might
active.
have to.
Oh, there you go. There you are.
Okay.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Awesome. I'm good too. Thank you so much for asking. Also, thank you for joining this meeting on time today. I really appreciate it. Cool. If you got like a sheet of paper and a pen, just something to take notes with. Happy to get
Ready to
into it for
roll.
you. Perfect. By the way, have you had a chance to watch the video we sent you?
Yes, I did watch it this morning.
Okay, awesome. So what I'd like to
And
do here
I
in the next 2 minutes,
downloaded
what's up?
and then after that, I saw there was, I don't know, I tried to
There was a little
download some.
PDF file, I think, on the page as well.
Yeah,
All right, okay, well, I'm glad. Let me know if that helps.
sure.
Okay, right. So what I'd like to do here in the next 2 minutes, if you're okay with it, it's just instead of me rambling through every little different thing that we do, I'd like to start off just by getting some better context, on you, your business, what it is that you're trying to do. From there, I'll be able to give you all the relevant stuff. And then at that point, you can make an informed decision one way or the other, whether or
Okay.
not this is something to be a part of.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
Cool. Right. So usually when people are on these calls, they're either, simply looking to get more deals. Some people are looking to improve their lead quality. And sometimes really it's just a matter of scaling outside of referrals and like this group of people that know you.
Yes.
Just based on what we talked about, sounds like it was the first and the third one, would you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely. 1 and 3. Correct.
Okay. Perfect. We looked at the area, and I know that price points can vary like a lot. So I'm
Yes.
curious, so far with those houses you've worked with, like roughly one a year, what were the price points so far even?
I've worked between 300 and 550.
Between 300 and 550.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your commission is around standard 3%, right? Or
Yeah.
is it different? Okay.
It's
And then
usually 2%, but now things are changing, so it could be 2.5.
I see. Well, yeah, I understand. Are
Yeah.
there like any splits on your commission with the team that you're giving away or not really?
Yes, I believe I have to give 30% to Coldwell Banker.
Okay, good to know. All right. So it looks like we're on this price point here. Tell me about your market, like how aware you are of it right now. How active are the buyers? What's going on with the sellers and so on?
Mhm. The problem that we're having here is that the area is growing so much that they are just new build everywhere. Everything's new build, and no one seems to want to go through an agent and find a pre-existing home, um, which makes things rather difficult. But things are still moving. It's been pretty slow over the last 2 months, but it seems to be picking up now.
Okay,
Yeah, people are still moving to this area every day.
I see.
So
Okay.
they're out there.
Yeah, of course they are.
Yeah.
And then so far like you've been pretty much like getting your transactions off of referrals and like past clients, right?
Yes,
Okay.
I've done a lot with just my own little sphere of influence and trying to
Okay.
reach out from here.
Okay. How long you been getting the business through Sphere of Influence?
Um, all 3 years that I've been doing this.
All 3 years. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess how's it going for you like this year, maybe the past, like 2024?
This year it has been dead so far. Last year I've closed one in November, which was a new build, but it was with, someone that I had taken around and had
Mm-hmm.
other contracts fall through. So, um,
Okay. Makes sense. I
yeah,
just don't want to assume anything, so I want to ask that as
yeah.
well. Like, what do you feel is preventing you from maybe, just doubling down on this, like, and getting more business there, um, like off of your sphere of influence
Yeah,
specifically?
part of me thinks it's because I wasn't born and raised here, so I don't have as large a sphere as a lot of other people who are local. So that's, I think, has impeded me quite a bit.
Oh, okay. I see. Did you come to the area like a while ago, like 3 years ago or something?
No, we moved 7 years ago.
Okay. I see. And then you started doing real estate here, right?
Yep.
Okay, all right. So I know you're currently focusing your sphere of influence. I'm
Mhm.
curious to know if you've tried anything else in the past to grow your business. Maybe Caldwell gave you some leads, or you've worked with, like, have you had any sort of experience, like
Coldwell
in?
has no lead router at all. The team I'm on, Southern Roots, does have Bold Trail, but I've yet to receive not one referral from Bold Trail. So
Mhm.
I'm not getting anything quality, I'll tell you.
Okay.
So it's a lot of
Just
like
because, yeah, like,
marketing
you know,
stuff.
quality can mean different things like to different people. Like, can you expand on
Yeah.
that? What exactly are they sending to you?
They're sending me literally nothing.
Hmm.
Like no leads are coming through at all. So I don't this is our first time using it. So I don't know if it's just not working correctly or it just hates me, but yeah, there's no leads coming through. I'm just constantly putting in more
I see.
contacts and adding to my
That's
career.
actually weird.
Yeah,
I kind of know the answer to this one, but like, how much money have you spent profitably on YouTube ads already?
0.
Okay, no problem. Well, it's clear kind of why you're not, you know, going all in with
Yeah.
the with this bold trail right now. I guess moving into this year, like, what were you actually thinking of trying?
I've really been trying to learn how to market myself, how to use my social
Hmm.
media, and
Okay.
how to, like right now, Palmetto Heroes has come out, which is a really big program in South Carolina where you can get $10,000 for down payment assistance. So I've made
Okay.
a bunch
Are
of
you doing it
flyers, and
right now?
I have been shoving them in people's faces at lots of schools,
All
apartments,
right.
and I'm going to see some fire departments with some Easter baskets here soon.
Okay. Have you been able to get some appointments off of this?
Not yet.
Uh-huh. How long, if you don't mind me asking, you've been actually, you know, like giving out those ones?
Started putting flyers out a week ago,
Okay.
maybe a week and a half.
I see. Well, you feel like
Yeah.
it's going to be enough, or you kind of
I
don't know, you're
really
just testing that out?
I don't know. I am just trying to test the
I see.
water, trying
Well,
to think of
good job on making the effort,
yeah,
really.
just trying to think of things that other people might not be, like going to apartments and just being like, "Hey, I know you wanna keep your residents, but they're gonna move out someday, so here's some
Yeah,
information."
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing that.
Mhm.
I guess also outside of the solutions, right? Let's say you get something that works out, just best case scenario here, right? Like, what does day to day look like? I know you want to become a full-time realtor because the teaching job is kind of taxing emotionally.
Mhm.
But yeah, I guess, you know, where would you want to be? Like, do you want to just, you know, build a team for yourself and then unplug from the business eventually, or do you just want to stay busy as a single agent and just, you know, have time for like family and all that stuff, or what would that be?
Well, I'm lucky in the fact that well, I guess I'm lucky. I don't have my own children, so, like, my free time is very usable, for whatever I need it to be. Um, so I don't know what I'm looking to do, honestly. I just would like to make some more money and get some more experience and be able to live a more comfortable life.
Okay. I can resonate with that. Hey, this might be like a bit of a personal side of the question, and you partly
Yeah.
already kind of explained it to me, but I know you said that you've been doing real estate part-time, you've been enjoying it, right? And now you have a job even. And most people would be perfectly content with that, right? But I guess I'm just curious about your perspective on why you don't want to just, you know, keep things the way that
Just
they
be
are.
a teacher?
Sort of.
Okay. I think part of it had to do with the fact that I've just always been very obsessed with architecture and design. Coming,
Okay.
I
Like
have a fine
interior
arts
design and stuff like that?
yes, I'm a fine arts background. I'm an art teacher. So the design aspect
Uh-huh.
of things has I've been looking I'm a Zillow scroller. Like I will go on every night and just look at houses
And
and like
rates the houses?
yes, and I've been doing it for years. So I was like, gosh, why don't I get involved in this field somehow? So that's when I kind of decided, hey, I bet it would be a lot of fun to help people like find the perfect house. And that's just where it started.
Right. I
Yeah,
love that.
I was looking for something else that could, get me in contact with more adults since I deal with high schoolers all day long,
And
and
uh,
just help people. And I
and
figured with my
properties as well, right?
yeah, with my teaching schedule, I felt like with a lot of other people's work schedules, they probably line up. So going to see houses and do all that, can be done
It
very
actually
easily.
does line up. Okay, I love that. I appreciate you share that. I feel like I have a pretty good idea of like where you're at and where you're trying to go.
Yeah.
Unless you feel like I'm missing something.
No, I don't think you are.
Cool. Well, full transparency, we don't work with just anyone, so that's why I was
Yeah.
asking a lot of those
Oh,
questions.
absolutely. I don't
Because
blame
we
you.
position, yeah, like I'm pretty sure you wouldn't also go for it with just anyone. And then also we position you as the local expert in the area.
Mhm.
But yeah, I can explain what we do and what we're all about, if that's cool.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be great.
And then I know it's like sometimes the new processes can get overwhelming, so that's why we would have check-in calls like this, just so that I can break down things for you in a simple way, and then you can also share feedback.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, I appreciate that because Being
Exactly.
able to ask you a question and look at you at the same time is extremely useful.
Exactly. Right now we have well, a lot of clients, but let me just give you an example. She's in Philadelphia. We're also setting appointments for her. She does not do well with computers at all. Like she does not understand any of that. Like we were talking a lot. I was, guiding her through things, just kind of explaining everything. And she, this exact same way, she just let us know that, okay, guys, we set her like 2 appointments in the first few weeks, and then she just said that, okay, guys, about this one, I don't want this, I want this. We made some changes and we keep going with the campaign. That's how we adjust.
Okay.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just want to touch on the qualifications because it's really subjective.
Mhm.
You're the one who tells us. Right now, you already told me the kind of average price point that you've been working with.
Mhm.
That's a good place to start. And then obviously we would choose the area on the onboarding call and everything. And then as we go, are you familiar by chance with how machine learning works?
Mm.
So it's kind of like robots, they start doing a task and then you give them feedback if it's right or wrong, and then they, learn and
Oh,
they
okay.
improve themselves. That's
AI kind
exactly
of.
how we do. Like we set you an appointment, you give us feedback, we'll learn.
Okay.
Set the next one, it's gonna be better. Maybe there's gonna be a new situation. We're
Mhm.
gonna learn, right? And then it ends up being us getting someone on the phone, they say, okay, I'm looking to buy in, say, Charleston, 400,000-ish budget within the next 6 months. I don't have a realtor. Okay, cool. Here's Carolee. She's much smarter than us. Go talk to her. She's gonna help you break down the whole kind of roadmap and just, well,
Mm.
suggest the reasonable next step.
Okay.
We're clear on that, right?
Yeah. No,
Perfect.
that's
Also,
perfect.
by the way, let me ask you this. Are you generally, what do you think of video content? And then do you want to push your brand out there generally?
Um, I obviously don't have a lot of video content, but I'm not against it at all. Like
Sure. Because
I'm willing to try things that are different.
because one thing that we can do is, how you watched this video before this call?
Yeah.
Same kind of concept, but automated for those leads that are coming in. They would actually go through some pages, some websites that we build out for you specifically and see the video. I would give you the script. I would help you record it.
Yeah.
It's not a complicated thing.
Okay.
Literally saying hi, introducing yourself, just
Mhm.
saying that, you know, giving some value as well.
Yeah.
Things like that really helps people to get familiar with your face, hear your voice. It's just going to be a much smoother conversation when
Yeah.
you meet them.
Okay.
Just a side note here. Now, I would like to also walk you through. Oh, by the way, you have any questions about any of this stuff so far?
Nope, not yet. Thank you.
Cool. So, really quick about the kind of timelines. First, we would have an onboarding call and log into a Google Ad account. Takes us roughly 5 to 7 days to get it all up and running. The in-person appointments usually start rolling in within the first 3 weeks of ads being live.
Okay.
Then, when your first deal closes, we want to spend a lot more on ads to scale it up quickly so that you're doing 1 to 3 additional deals per month, depending on your availability. Obviously, we don't want to overwhelm you.
Thank you.
But yeah, in terms of the system, any questions?
Not yet. Nope.
Perfect. Now, in curiosity, how do you feel about it?
Pretty good.
Okay, cool. Just to make sure that we're on
Because
the
it
same
seems
page
like
about
you guys
everything.
are going to assist me in taking out the part that is the troublesome part for me.
Yeah, like that's really the whole point
Yeah, I'm
here.
all about the let's show houses and write contracts and renegotiate, but it's the beginning phases of just being like, hello, do you want to buy a house? Like, just difficult for me more than I would have
Yeah,
thought.
no, I can imagine. And again, we'll work together on this one as well. Um,
Okay.
Now, Carly, I know that again, since you are like part-time in it, and like we did talk about the investment on the phone a little bit,
Mhm.
but just for me to understand, like if the numbers are going to be all good on your end, you feel like we're good to go, or maybe not?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you have that pen and paper handy? Because
Yep.
there are two separate parts that we need to walk through here.
Okay. Do I have to make a decision right this minute?
I mean, we don't have to do anything. It's just so the next steps from here usually are just exactly scheduling an onboarding call, just getting you enrolled.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, just I guess to check in with you, like process-wise specifically, you feel like what we do can get you closer to where you need to be?
Yes, it does sound like
Yeah.
it's a
What
nice little
elements of that
flow.
make you confident? I'm curious.
Just the way you guys have that laid out, like, that within 5 to 7 days it'll be in the system, and then between 2 and 3 weeks, you'll start receiving calls, and it's nice to hear someone that feels very positive about their end.
Okay. I'm also curious, like,
Organized. I
if
enjoy organization.
okay, love that. I guess if you had to pick, maybe just one piece of this that you're not so sure about, if you had to pick, like, what would
Mhm.
that be?
That I wasn't sure about.
Let me actually go back to Zoom here.
Yeah,
You're
I
live.
don't know. I guess my concern would only be 100 a month if I wasn't getting deals, you know what I mean?
Okay.
It's a concern, you know?
Okay. Like, sounds like you're concerned about exactly like investing and just not getting traction off of it. Is that
Yeah,
kind of
and
fair to
it's
say?
probably because I've never done something like this before that, you know, I'm nervous to get my feet wet, I think.
Okay. Fair enough. And well, I guess, what is it specifically that I would tell you that you are gonna get the leads in? Because, I can tell you you will, like we have all the stats to prove it. But I
Right.
mean, you tell me what would give you confidence aside from trying.
That's a great question. But you have to sign a 90-day agreement. You can't do 30.
We do have 30-day agreements on the campaigns as well. There, it's easier for you because again, you don't have this like 90-day commitment or whatever, but I always try to set the expectation correctly. You remember I told you that you would get your first appointment roughly 3 weeks in after ads
Yeah.
are live.
Mhm.
So you should take this into account when moving into the next month because it's totally normal for us to get you 1, 2 appointments the first month, and then again get the feedback loop, and then go in the next month, bring in a better appointments.
Mhm.
We can do that now. Making it like a 30-day commitment, because again, I understand your position totally.
Yeah.
Would that help you move forward with it?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay. Would you want me to pull up the contract and just edit it a little bit? Because I think we have it for 90 days there.
Sure.
Let me see. I started using this e-signatures, some sort of
Oh,
digital
it's
tool for
very handy,
contracts.
isn't it?
Oh, I just refreshed. It looks like it's signed. You hit the sign button, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, are you back to Zoom yet?
Yep.
Okay, I just sent the WAP checkout link in the Zoom chat here. It's a one-time for like the first month, 600 that we talked about.
Mhm.
Uh, while while they're getting that done, I'm gonna pull up the onboarding calendar to see the schedule.
Filled it all out and hit the purchase button, but nothing is happening.
Last time we faced that, it was because they also require your like email. There are like
Yeah,
a
I got
couple
it
of
in
other
there.
fields. Um, do you know how to share your screen on Zoom?
Not with Zoom. I know
So if you go back
Microsoft
to
Teams
Zoom,
really well.
I'm gonna, so on Zoom, there is this
Oh, I think it's
green,
working. I think it's working. I changed the email.
what did you change?
Well, I had it as my Coldwell one, and it didn't seem to like that, so I switched it to my Gmail. That
What
was
did
fine.
it say? Like, did it say invalid email or
It said
something?
nothing. It just kept going back to the purchase button, and nothing had changed on the screen.
Okay, now let me refresh. What does it say on your screen?
Right now, I'm at verify your email. 6-digit PIN has been sent to CB Realty. Please enter it below.
Oh, it's creating you as a user, right? Let
I
me
think
see.
so.
It looks like um, it's paid, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe complete that step that they give you, but there is nothing that you need to do with
Okay.
like WAP
Okay.
basically anymore. Okay, perfect. Let me know if you're done. We're gonna pick the time for
Yep.
the onboarding.
Ready?
Okay, perfect. So look, I prefer to do it pretty much as soon as possible. Now we did take some time. I'm not sure if you have some time, maybe later today, say at 5. If it's too late for you, no problem at all. We can push it back to Friday. Let me know. We want to block off like a solid hour of time. Onboarding. We're gonna do 2 parts. The first one is gonna be like technical. I'm just gonna walk you through some things. Nothing that you need to actually remember. It's literally for us to connect and whatnot. And then the second part, I'm gonna just talk a little bit about the expectation, the process, what's it gonna look like, etc. Partly we already discussed that here. But so yeah, today at 5 would be fine. If not, Friday. I actually have Friday wide open right now.
I was just gonna say, could you do Friday at this same time between like
Yeah,
3 and
that would be perfect.
4?
That
Okay,
actually would be perfect.
great.
Okay, now let me see if I'm not missing anything here. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm going to also shoot you kind of a welcome email with some
Okay.
stuff. So watch out for this. Um, yeah, I don't have much to go over with you here right now. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you as one of our next success
I-
stories.
I'm I'm excited. I need a boost.
100%. Okay, Carol, let me know also, again, you have my email. Let me know if there's
Yep.
anything else you want me to send before, but we'll just speak on Friday at the same
Okay,
time.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Sounds good. All right, see
Thanks,
you
Alex.
later.
Bye-bye.